Hey everyone, it's Lisa and today is Sunday and we are getting ready to go out to eat. If you haven't noticed, that's what we do. We usually go out to eat, someone gets to pick. Today was John's day, and then we go do something, a little something else. Usually, I don't know, go try something different or go to some little local activity or something like that, and then we like to come home and then Mama takes a nap. But I was getting ready today and I was thinking about my powder video, and what I think I've decided to do is to tell you about one at a time, because otherwise it would just be too much just too much for me to handle, and I think the video would be too long. So today I'm actually going to review and tell you what I think about the last powder that I got, which is the ByTerry. It is the Hyaluronic, I've heard Hydra and Hydra powder, and I've used it now probably, I got it Monday I think, so I've used it several times in different ways, and I can honestly say it's probably one of my least favorite that I have gotten out of all the powders that I've gotten. And the reason probably is that I have a normal to oily skin, combination skin, and T-zone, and I think the main thing that this powder is good for, what I've realized, and a lot of you have told me this, and when I think back to who talks about this powder the most, they usually use it for their under eye baking or setting their under eye concealer, and that's not a big thing to me. Some days I don't even use concealer. I just use my foundation, and then I do put a little bit of that Maybelline Radiance, just in the very darkest parts of my eyes. So the main reason I have gotten to love, or have become to love, a translucent powder, it's weird, I used to never use powders. I always used my Laura Mercier. I think now that my skin, now that I've gotten older and maybe a little bit oilier in my T-zone, when I try to use that Laura Mercier mineral powder, it seems to almost accent my pores more, and if I use enough to keep it from doing that, it becomes, I've heard Tammy say waxy, and it does. It almost forms like a layer, and then that part gets really oily. I've noticed when I always think about this, when I go to eat my salad at lunch, I always blot off my lipstick before I take out my Invisalign, and whatever I see on the napkin, I try to think, what foundation am I wearing? What powder am I wearing? And if I ever do that and I come away with a lot on my, a lot of foundation on my napkin, it's usually because I have used that Laura Mercier. So that is, usually what I want it for. I want to put on a foundation and be able to put on a powder that is not really too matte, but has a little bit of life to it. And therefore I can do my contouring and bronzing and blush and have a nice, the girl at the Mac counter used to say, you need to create a nice skating rink for your layering. You need to make it where it's not going to stick. So that's what my main purpose of translucent powder is, for setting and creating that skating rink for the rest of my products. And this is just not good for that. I've noticed it does set your makeup and make it fine for the next products, but it quickly becomes oily. It doesn't keep oil from coming through, and it's probably because it's hydrating. It's supposed to be that way. I think it has hyaluronic acid in it. It's just not one for me. It's not good for what I use it for. So that's my 2 cents worth. If you are dry, I think you might like this. If you are someone who has really dark circles and you have to do a lot of under eye concealing, and you put like a primer and you put a concealer, and you're really wanting that to set, maybe this would be perfect for that. But I can honestly say I think I prefer it, even when I do that, I prefer either the La Mer or the Laura Mercier, and I'll get into those as we go on too. I'll try to do them as quickly as possible. But so if you have skin like me and you usually like products I do, I would not recommend this. It is kind of like that silica type powder. It is completely colorless. It's very, when you shake it, I mean, it's very boofy. It has a lot of stuff kind of come out of it. Very finely milled. And I mean, I can see why people like it. It's just, you know, we're all so different. And that's, I think, the key to finding people on YouTube. You know, some people you enjoy watching and you know that stuff they wear is never going to look good on you, but you just enjoy their personality and you enjoy, you know, just watching them. But there's some people that you might not even enjoy as much, but you know that their things that they recommend are usually work for you. So if you are that person, and I hope that you do enjoy, but if you like what I like, this probably isn't for us. Okay, so I've done that. Oh, another thing, yesterday after we had lunch, it was National Pizza Day, so we went to Brick's Pizza, and then we went to a new donut place in town. It's called Duck's Donuts, and I think it's a chain, so you guys might have it. It was delicious, but I felt like I was going to explode, and I mean, oh my goodness, I regretted. I regretted how many donuts I ate and how much pizza. I should have kind of leveled it out. I need to get back on the wagon Monday. But anyway, and then after that, we went to Verizon, and I got a new phone. Brooke and I both did. We both got the new iPhone 7. I could not decide between the 7 and the 7 Plus, but I ended up just going with the 7 because my mom has the bigger one, and she says that she doesn't like it as much, that she would next time get the smaller one. She doesn't like that it doesn't go in her purse pockets as easily, and she just doesn't like it as much. And when I asked the representative there, he said that most women, you have 2 weeks, and most women bring it back. So that kind of made up my mind. I'm very interested in the camera. Brooke and I went to the movies last night, and I took a picture in the dark in the car waiting for her, and it turned out so pretty, and I'll put it here. See that it's so clear, even though that picture isn't that good, but you can just see the quality of the camera is going to be good. And instead of having the Morphe case, I went ahead and got the one that comes. It's the same battery pack case like the Morphe, but it's the Apple case. So I got that. And did I already say that I've got my other phone? And I've got my other phone, which is the one right before this, I think 6S, and the Morphe. Now the Morphe's kind of beat up because I've had it a long time. I've had it since right before I went to New York, but it still works fine. 100% all day, 100% charge. So I've got that on my website, but I don't even know where I'm going with this. We went to Verizon, and I got the phone, and what else was I talking about? Oh my goodness. Oh, you guys, I'm so sorry. I've completely lost my train of thought because I am a stream of consciousness talker, as you can tell, and I'm sorry about that. I know I don't finish a lot of my sentences because I'll go on to another thought and I need to come back, and I never do, and I'm sorry. But anyway, so I got this. Maybe that was all I was going to tell you. Okay, and then we came home. Then we went to the movie. Went to see Hacksaw Ridge. Oh my goodness. And I told myself every time Brooke and I, because we usually go to the movies every Saturday night, I told Brooke when we kept seeing it on the, you know, advertise, I said, I can't go see that. It just looked too emotional for me. But I'd heard on the radio and heard some reviews that it was so good, and I've heard that it was uplifting and that it had a good message and it was a feel-good movie. So we went to see it, and I'll admit a lot of times I was just looking like that. I mean, it was intense, and there were some parts in it that were heartbreaking to me, but it was a feel-good movie. You left feeling like a good movie should, where it kind of just shakes you to your core, but yet when you think back, you think the good parts. That's how it was. It was a really good movie. Still so crowded in there. We had to sit in the front, and we weren't even late, and you know, that says something because it's been out a couple weeks. Anyway, I guess that is pretty much all I wanted to cover today. I got your messages loud and clear. I am going to let my bangs grow out. Last night I just didn't feel like curling it and everything else that I feel like I need to do to make the pulled back bangs look good, so I just did you know, basically straight, and just slept on it, and here it is. But I was going to say, if any of you have bangs and you would like to let them grow out with me, then we can experiment on different styles, because now I'll, you know, play around with clipping them back, and then pretty soon I'll be able to wear them like that, and then before you know it, it'll be, you know, just all different kinds of styles that we can wear, and I'm kind of looking forward to it. So I'm getting ready to start that adventure. I've enjoyed bangs, I really have. The only reason I want to let them grow out is my mom and dad like my hair better the other way, and you know, right or wrong, whether you agree with me or not, I listen to my mom and dad, because, and there's a few people that I really listen to that I know really care, and it's, even though I like them, they're kind of a pain, you know, when it comes to styling and keeping them trimmed the perfect way every time, and just all that kind of stuff. So I've just decided, even though I enjoyed them, I'm ready to experience some other things. So I wanted to say that, and I did get your message about you liking them better pulled back. Thank you. And also the sunglass video. And you surprised me, because I thought you were going to want me to do the, you know, each brand, but you wanted me to do each style. So I will start doing those too. And we're just going to have fun. I'm getting back in the swing of things. I'm going to get back on the wagon, feeling good, and we'll get started. Okay, so we're getting ready to head out now. The fragrance I put on today is Prada Candy, and I just thought about telling you about this. You can see how much I've used. This is a lot coming from a person that has many fragrances that I love. This is a comforting go-to, doesn't bother John scent, and it really is good for, like, today's, it's cooler outside. It's only like 50 something degrees, and excuse me. So love that. I have on new trays that I just put in last night. I could barely get, I think it was a top one, I could barely get it in. That's how much they're starting to really work. And I think I'm going to do an Invisalign update soon. Excuse me, let me get me some drink here. Okay, and I keep forgetting to share my accessories with you. These are the Sheila Fajl favorite hoops. If you don't have a pair, I understand if you think that they're too big for the size. I do have the smaller favorite hoops, but please don't think that they're too big, because they're going to pull on your ears. These are the lightest hoops. That's what makes her hoops special. And these are the smooth gold. I just bought these for myself, and I like the smooth silver too. And then I've got on my lightning bolt Sheila Fajl necklace. This is it's the Mary Kate and Ashley brand. I can't remember. I got it at Saks. A little crisscross ring. I've kind of redone my jewelry, and so I'm wanting to wear. I've got so many good things that I love that I don't have in my rotation, because I'm bad about just grabbing the first thing that I see. And so I'm going to try to get better about that. I have on this, it's going to be another thing that's in my I wear too much, 10 things I wear too much, are these Michael Lauren t-shirts. And this is the new one. It's the Henley. And I have on like a bralette underneath it. And then these are some of my favorite leggings, and you guys, if you've been with me, you know, but I love the Adidas leggings, and they have like the little Adidas here. I get so many compliments when I wear them. And then the boots I wear with them are the Fry, here, let me hold up my other leg, it might be a little better. I like the Fry, these are some of my most worn boots, Parker short. And I actually have those boots in the knee high too, and I love them. They're so comfortable. They're my go-to boots. And so I think that's it. Oh, I did simple makeup for a lot of you that hate it when I do dramatic wings. Today I did just very simple makeup, and I still use that gel L'Oreal espresso liner. I love it. But I tried to do more of an everyday look. So if you're interested in seeing it, maybe I'll do a tutorial. So I'm Chatty Cathy today. Let's see, what time is it? 12:50. So we're getting ready to go eat, and I'll see you soon. See you this week. Bye-bye.